The town of Phoenixville is the home of many nationalities and backgrounds, many of those first coming to town in the latter part of the 19th century from Eastern European countries, mostly looking to be employed by the Phoenix Iron Company. One of those that populated the town in large numbers were the Polish. Most of the Polish immigrants occupied the north side of Phoenixville, locally known as Tunnel Hill. They formed their community around their church, social clubs, and organizations, and their small stores that they owned and operated on most of the corners around the neighborhood. The first families to arrive in town was around 1880, when 4 families arrived together from Poland, but by 1903 there were 50 families. In July 1903, after a fundraising picnic put on by these families, they decided to form their own parish and to try and apply for a permanent rector after attending St. Mary's and Sacred Heart churches. A committee was formed to meet with Bishop Ryan, and he appointed Father Marek Januszkiewicz as the first pastor of the new Polish church. He then arrived in Phoenixville and with his new parishioners purchased the old Dayton Street School building. At one of the first parish meetings, it was voted on to name the new parish Holy Trinity. In 1907, they purchased land and broke ground for their new church. In an effort to cut costs, volunteers began to dig the basement. One of those men was my great-great-grandfather, Andrew Galvell, who came to Phoenixville in 1903. These men would work day and night in between working their shifts at the Iron Company, breaking their backs for their new community. At the time, there were many stores popping up on the corners of the north side offering their Polish foods such as babka, kielbasy, kapusta, golubki, and many other items. Butchers, bakers, and other trades lined the streets such as High Street, St. Mary's, and Marshall Street, and you can hear polka music playing out the windows as you walked up and down the streets. In 1922, the Polish community formed their first social club known as the Polish American Citizens Club and built their building on the 300 block of High Street. The second building was constructed in 1948 and still stands and operates today. There are still many families living in town these days that are descendants of these proud people. My mom, or babci in Polish, always taught me to be proud of my Polish background and to celebrate it. So I close in saying 100 lat.